But no, personally, I think the longest I have ever known a cat to go on was probably like in the teens.
Yeah, they. I mean, they're similar age dogs, a little bit longer, but apparently the oldest ones really get going. Which, personally, I'm not that much of a cat person.
Yeah.
So whenever anyone's tried to offer me a kitten, I'm like, well, I like kittens, but I don't. I don't need 30 years worth of cat if I luck out. I'm sure at the time I'd be like, this is great, but I have cat allergies, so I'd be like, oh, 30 years of taking Claritin every day.
Do you know that at least a third of cat owners have cat allergies? But
Yeah,
they just like cats, so they deal with it.
I think those are the ones that have that brain parasite.
It's possible. Oh, hey folks, this is Bobo the Vulture.
I'm Zerfall.
And this is Let's Play Together, even though it's a one-player game, Uncharted Waters 2, New Horizons, Ollie Vazas' story. And, yeah. Also, cats, at least domestic cats, tend to mostly be roughly the same size. Whereas you have, like, vast differences in sizes among breeds of dogs, and you have, like, tinier dogs that live a long time, and you have, like, big, huge dogs that only live, like, maybe 6-7 years.
Yeah, it's true. They all have the same number of cell regenerations, I guess. The bigger dogs use them up faster.
Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's true. If you're away from home for long shifts of time at once, you can't
Cats
subject a
are
dog
much
to
more
that.
independent. Yeah, I have to come home at lunch for Lucky from time to time.
Sure, you'd have to if you were. All right, so we can sail for 11 days at a go. I wonder if that's long enough to cut across the ocean here. I think it took us like 12 or 13 previously.
Yeah, if we had given that one guy the axe, but we don't have anyone to replace him with.
That's true.
That was some great terrible science. Some armchair science going on. Oh, do I need to prove my facts? No.
He does teach an internet class. It's called his Facebook feed.
I haven't taught that class in years.
Oh, are you too cool for Facebook, Zerf?
I am too cool for Facebook. I have Facebook, and I check it from time to time just to catch up with certain friends that I don't communicate with otherwise. But even early on, I thought when I started getting too many game invites, I was like, oh man, this is more of a chore than anything to come to this site.
Oh, you block them game invites. You gotta.
Well, I know, but then there's a new game next week that everybody wants to play, and also have me play.
I have managed to I guess, I don't know if it's either through filtering or people have just given up, but I've not gotten game invites in a while now. Like now, what, we still got, wait, no, I don't want to oh, and I guess we don't have a hardy mate. Let's land here and let's get some water. Because we are really low on water, even though for some reason somebody decided we didn't need to get any. They just top-loaded us with food. No, I mean, like, we've done the autofill, and it's still been doing
and
that.
it still doesn't, yeah, it doesn't quite even it out right, because I think it evens the ships, kind of, but if one of the ships has more, it doesn't take into account, like, hey, this ship's all water, and this ship's all food.
I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense, because it's got to be really awkward for them to be, like, just hoisting barrels of water back and forth.
I suppose that's true.
Look, the navigation level went up. Well, that's good.
So we managed to go for 14 days instead, despite what they said.
Yeah. I think that if our loads really were balanced out here, we would be able to sail a little better. Do I care enough to make that happen? I don't think so. I think I care enough to save, try and cut across the ocean, see if it works, and if it doesn't, try and balance things out.
Yep. Or cut on a slightly different angle if it doesn't work the first time.
That's right. See, it's giving me way, way, way more water, even though we have more food than water right now. I'm
pretty sure it has to do with well, Well, you should power load food, but not when you're going to places with only salt water, like the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, like, you should power load food if you want to go a long distance and you're going to be hugging the coast, because you can periodically weigh anchor and search for water. But if you're just heading across the ocean and you are not going to be reaching land until the end of your journey, then you kind of just need a balance.
Yeah. I think if you load ship happens with mainly food, you'll balance out a little more. I think the problem we have going on is when we auto supply.
All right, here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to unload all that water.
Mm-hmm.
Now all we've got is 262 food here and all the stuff that's on the Jesus. That still wants to give us way too much water. Fine.
Well, because it's probably balancing at half and half on ship happens, even though it has food already.
You know what? We can sail for 14 days.
No, that's not so bad.
If it weren't for the fact that some of our mates are a little derp turtley, that would be enough. Right now we're gonna be heading a little slow though.
Oh man, so slow.
There we
that
go.
one boat.
Let's crack a bomb.
That's why we bought them.
That's why we've got them going on. Storm is gone. The sun is still high. Well, Pop Soap, you don't want to use the water that comes from the ocean. That's the reason that you search for water on only when you're by dry land. If you can, then theoretically you can find a clear spring of water.
Yeah. So when you land on land, they specifically make you find clear springs. If you can't find one that has fresh water, then no water for you.
Yeah, and then like you can't find any good water. Oh man, so slow. Oh wait, we're going up to 12 there for a minute. Boy, these guys, they're a bunch of no goodniks. Can't believe I'm excited about sailing at 12. We used to get up to 18 on the regs.
Yep, 18 knots, 18 knots. Not on the 18th one, found out it wasn't his.
Yeah, not his knots. Hashtag
I'm not saying he's a gold trader.
Hashtag not my knots. Oh, we have somehow wound up with the right amount of food and water. So there we go. I guess magical things happened. Yeah, no, it's no concern, Pop Soap. But yeah, that's basically how it works out. You can search for water.
Yeah, and it's actually hard to find it sometimes. You'll go around and there'll be a giant island, and hey, we can't get any water, and then we find a tiny little island in the middle of nowhere that shouldn't really have fresh water on anywhere, and boom, we're just gonna get 500 barrels of it. We're just on our way back to see the Sultan of Swing, King Solomon, or is that who he is?
Sultan Suleiman.
Suleiman.
Or Suleiman, or yeah, no.
But we're gonna make mad money off mad stacks of gold on our way here.
Well, provided we can buy gold. Do you have gold to sell? You have gold to sell.
If I have gold to sell, we have silver to sell as well.
That's true. Let's, so do we want to, so we want to sell one boat, basically, right? Sell one boat, buy one boat?
Yeah.
Boto.
We could probably do 2 boats per port if we wanted to, just to save a little bit of time. Because the amount is going to change. Well,
let's do 2 boats, because that is a lot of extra. All right, so now so what if I sell one, buy one, sell one, buy one?
It's yeah. I think that's what you got to do. It's always better to start with a sell first because it lowers the economy. That way, when you buy, it's a little tiny bit cheaper.
That's true. You folks see in the little money bag icon there with the coin stack next to it. It says 96. It is.
That's like the market rates.
The market rate is at 96% of its normal. See, it was around 600. Now it is down to 567. So we can buy this gold for cheap.
And there is a little bit of market saturation for each item as well. So if you keep selling the same item, silver, 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 even though the economy will still fluctuate back up to 100% and then back down to, back down to 96 and back up to 100, the price of gold and silver is still going to fluctuate up and down here, where they'll buy silver for less and sell gold for more because the supply goes, even though there isn't a limited supply, there's some sort of variable in the game that keeps going.
The other important value to have here is if you have somebody with a trading skill, he will negotiate the price down for you, down to a lower rate than you would be able to just like sort of if you were just going back and forth, setting like back and forth, how much would you pay this price? How much would you pay this price?
And since Ali is so much better than our
items.
Since Ali's so much better than our bookkeeper, he really drives it down.
He does. And also, I guess we've got so much trade fame now that increases our charisma, you were saying. So people are like, sure, I guess I'll give you this money for nothing and your chicks for free.
Yep. They don't think, hey, how did he get so rich at trading? I'm sure it wasn't from ripping people off. I'll give you whatever price you ask for.
All right, now let's sell off the naughty boy. And see, the market is back up to 100%, so we balanced it back out, basically, by buying all that gold. Now we're going to drop it down. And
you can play that to your advantage if you want to waste the time. The amount of profit, I don't think is worth it, but you can sell 50 lots at a time over and over and over again to really drive down the market, and then buy it all at once with... buy the gold all at once. But the problem is that then the market is like kind of screwed over. So unless you buy things at 50 as well, it really throws things out of whack.
Now, kind of think of it, we are at this point exactly balancing the market back and forth. So do we just want to go ahead and fill up entirely with gold here?
Was it 30? Was it 340 last time as well?
Yep.
Oh, it went down working out that way.
And it is now balanced back up to 100.
I'm surprised. Normally you end up getting not as good a price for your sale the next time, even though the number's the same.
168, yeah. It is apparently in perfect harmony, just coincidentally. So let's go ahead and buy this gold again.
Ride this wave while it lasts.
Yeah. Time for more bargain gold.
What a bargain.
Alright, 510 gold pieces. And of course, I'm the cash man. I give you money for your gold, oh yeah. I'm the cash man. Give you money for your gold, oh yeah.
I love that this obscure Toronto reference is getting used so much in this Let's Play now.
I'm just very enamored of the cash man. I like that if that's still that the cash man is still making TV advertisements in Toronto, right? And he's doing all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, there's my favorite from back where my folks are down in sort of, they didn't live in Norfolk, but they got the Norfolk, Virginia radio stations and TV stations. And there was a place called Crazy John's Tire House and Rims. And it was fantastic, but I haven't heard a commercial of theirs for a long, long time. And they have some online, but they're not as good as the ones that I remember. And I don't know whether or not they would even be the same now, because part of it was that at the end of every commercial, he would say, "The price is $8.99." Meaning $899, because he's talking about like expensive, fancy, luxury rims or whatever. But like he would be like, "The price is $8.99." It's like, all right.
I popped into a Cashman commercial real quick on YouTube.
Sure.
And it starts with him walking down the street with a there's a theater in the background, one with the old style marquees on the top, and it says John Travolta in Face Off.
All right, so those have been going for a while.
Yeah, that's quite dated.
I believe we don't have any more. Yeah, we sold BoboTheVulture, Usain boat. Yeah, we're loaded for bear with gold now. He gave us money for our gold, or we gave him money for his gold. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I need to Photoshop.
I gotta Photoshop a picture of Ali Bazas on the cash man or something.
Not
or
quite
or
that.
the other way around.
I got another screenshot of the cash man that I want to just get up on the internet so that if you ever want to have it, you can.
That'd be good.
He really wants to give you money.
Yeah, are you going to... I know you've been working on making some custom...
I gotta
custom graphics and stuff. I mean, if you ever decide to monetize your site, I mean, there's no question as to what graphics you need to get flying up for every time you receive a donation.
Yeah, cash man dance.
All right, Turkish merchant fleet. That's right. Only Turkish merchant fleets around here now, because only Turkish ports. Wait, why are you turning the other way? I'm not here to, like, take you out, man. We're buds. We're broskies.
Oh, no.
I know. Every time it stops, you're like, oh, no, did we get paid, or did a storm come?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to check the number of days. We've been out for 6 days. I think if we hit Cape Town and maybe do a zigzag. There is ship combat in this game, PopSap, or PopSoap, but we
as a trader we're avoiding it.
Yeah, as traders we're not very good at it. Our ships are not set up for it. We have like one ship that's set up for combat. We set up our flagship for that just to be able to maybe defend ourselves if we get in trouble with pirates.
Although we have the sweet armor now.
We do have the sweet armor now.
I like this picture of the cash man because he's so intent on giving you cash for your gold.
Oh yeah? Unfortunately, I can't look at it right now because I'm in the middle of sailing like a human.
That's something for you to look forward to for the next break.
Well, that tea is just at the right time.
You've got the ideal temperature going on.
Time for tea is now.
Well, we're getting pretty lucky here with the storms.
Cash is foretold. That's right. The prophecy. Yeah, you really have to be able to foretell that I'm going to have some cash going on right here, right now, if... That's true, random person. I always give everybody the same kind of creepy, whispery accent, or like creepy, whispery voice. All the harbor helpers.
Yes,
I say
they're all from they're like the Nurse Jennies or whatever their names are from Pokemon.
That's right. Or
Nurse Joy.
Nurse Joys and Officer Jennies. I save all of my horrible, stereotypical nationalistic accents for Jesus Kyofu no Biomonster. Hey, I'm the Italian computer scientist.
See, and hopefully our next adventure style game like that doesn't have people based on nationalities, so that I can use more of my voices, because they don't quite fit as well when you know the person is being introduced as, hey, this person's from this country.
Well, I mean, it's a sci-fi, it's a science fiction future scenario. I mean, who knows what people will sound like down the road.
Apparently they were talking in their own languages the whole time. Now, are you using that bulb after the storm starts, or when they say the sky's dark?
In that case, he didn't say.
Oh, he didn't even say it. It surprised us.
Yeah,
we need a heartier helper watching the skies, I guess.
We are short on good mates. We only have a few good mates. Well, I mean, but like we don't have a first mate right now. We just have our bookkeeper. It's like, oh, hey, I was down in the hold, crunching the numbers on how much gold we just got and how much money we'll be able to. Yeah, and I couldn't help but notice there was a storm going on out here. Maybe you want to do something. I mean, I don't know. It's not really my business, but. Let's stop an argument. Oh, come on. Nobody leveling up? Come on. Oh, and this is allied with Portugal. I'm going to have to make them angry.
Well, it's got to happen.
It must.
We have to diversify our investment portfolio. Oh, we got to start saving when we go into...
Yeah, I forgot about that. Any investment. That much investment.
Now, we're not going to need to load up on more sailors because... but actually, once they got our generosity, yeah, we don't have to be careful anymore.
Yeah, that's the issue. I think I need to save the moment I have to go in anywhere, but then, like, as soon as I give them money, like, a telegraph goes off across the world and people know. Like, the Portuguese know to be mad.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And
people in town know to not steal... 3/4 of our money.
Yes. Which is still better.
Which is what they do. They say we'll leave you with 1/4 of your money because we're generous or something like that. It's got ridiculous flavor text for why they would leave you with that exact amount of money, but
oh, man, sailing so rough against the currents.
Yep. Now the one trick you might be able to pull is if you go directly right against the shore on the parts with angles, you'll be able to like get a little slide up action going. But it has to be like this little part here with 4.
Yeah, like that. We got a little jump off of.
Yeah, a little speed jump.
Oh no, now it's just bleak times though. It's faster to just go to America and back? No.
Well, and the problem with trade fame is you only get trade fame from investing in ports that are commercial ports already. If they're supply ports and stuff, you can't invest in them enough that they're going to be allied with your country in the future. And they'll let anyone that stops by rename the port. It's ridiculous. So, unfortunately, most of America is filled up with these ports that are set up just to be supply ports, and they don't actually help us with any fame. Now there might be a bunch of ports around here we can start investing in. Right now we have to be careful walking around town because we might get mugged. But if we get it bad enough, they will start sending their naval fleets after us. This is the perfect opportunity. Commodore, some rough-looking men are approaching us.
You, the notorious Vazaz, you have some nerve coming to this country. Ugh, we're surrounded. As punishment for your dastardly deeds, we'll seize 3/4 of your gold.
See? Now count it out for us and do the math.
Never bother my countrymen again, do you hear? Well, guess we're loading.
You'd think that after that happened to you, they'd be like, all right, we hate you less now because you gave us hundreds of thousands of gold coins.
Yeah. Hey. Nope. Nobody here. All right. Let's check in. 8 a.m. is a good time to check out. Sit tight.
See, and this is the problem, is that we have so much money that we can't put it all in the bank. The bank maxes out at, what was it, 99 gold ingots or something like that?
I think it was 90 gold ingots. It wasn't even like 9999999.
Oh, man. So it's pretty ridiculous, but you're right, though. It's weird that we're not just leaving the gold on the ship and spending it as we need it. We go, just in case we need to spend 3 million gold coins, let's go ahead and carry it with us. And of course, the traders love us because we have all our trade fame. We're not going to beat you up.
Yeah, now it's allied with Turkey. Hey, coincidentally, do you have any specialty goods here? Nah. I'm not gonna sell my gold to him. I want to go to some place where they've got trade goods.
Where you can tank their economy and then buy
That's
stuff.
right. I'm not gonna tank their economy to buy cheese.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
As much as I enjoy cheese.
Put on a pizza. Yeah, it's true. Realistically, we should be trading our gold for bank vouchers and stuff.
Alright, now it's time for the risky journey into Northern Europe. We're gonna have to cross by the Portuguese, who hate us now.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? When we're up in the Netherlands, I think we should steal all their non-capital cities.
Oh yeah. That's Seville. We could get Seville. It's a Spanish port. But it's
Well, no,
not
you
their...
can't get Seville. It's their capital.
Oh, Seville is their capital? Why did I think... Alright. Yeah, no, okay. Commodore, our crew got paid, son. Ugh, so agonizingly slow. There we go. Caught a current. Don't mind us. Meow. Oh, who are you? Okay, the Dutch don't care about us.
Not yet.
Who are you? You're a British merchant fleet. You don't care about us yet either.
You know, that Dutch guy's hat kind of looked like a mini Carmen Sandiego hat.
It did. Now, I believe somewhere along the northern coast here we will find Bordeaux, right?
I think it's in the top right
There it
corner
is.
of this little... Oh, it's in the middle, eh?
Well, or this is not Bordeaux and is another place. It is Bordeaux. That's alright. Yeah, level up. And this place
Now,
is
one of
allied
these
with
three boats,
England.
we're not
yes.
supposed to sell the gold on, and we're supposed to just stick it in a... Stick it in a dry dock as our own little bank.
Oh, really? But we got so much money. We could make all the cash.
That's part of the problem with having all that money, though, is that
It's true.
one day we're going to need 500 more ingots than we have on hand. But it doesn't count any of your insolvent goods. If you...
Now, can I dry dock a boat here? Has this port got the guts?
No, you're going to have to do it in one of the... I think it has to be one of the ports with a castle.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to do it in Istanbul. They're the only
Pretty
ones.
much.
There's the only ones that are gonna like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, all the banks somehow have their... They all seem to have like an internet of banking already in existence here. It's the same as when you invest in a thing and suddenly the whole world knows to hate you. When you put money in the bank, all of the banks know how much money you have in your accounts, even though they're halfway around the world.
Yeah, they have electronic funds transfer. It's okay.
Mhm.
Now they do have a specialty here. It is raisins, which I think you can sell in Amsterdam or London or someplace, can't you? You can sell them a little north of here, I think.
There was somewhere. It was either that or it was on our way back to what you call it. But if we are going to sell our goods anyways,
Let's sell them out of Boto. 1,067. See, that's good.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Back up to 461. Now then, let us go ahead and buy. And this market only goes down to 97 if you do that, so...
Yes, it's black magic banking.
Got a black magic banker. Got a black magic banker. Alright, sell it for 21 gold pieces. Fill up Boto. Get out of here. And
So many reasons.
let's go to the bar, see if there's any
Party
anybody
mates.
here that wants to work for us.
No.
We want to keep padding our fleet just so that we can get these guys and keep building their experience, even if nothing else. Because we're going to have more boats to sail later.
Now, the interesting thing about food-based goods in your hold is no matter how hungry your crew gets, they will allow themselves to starve to death before they try to eat your raisins.
That's right. Ahoy there, matey. How's life on the high seas? I'm a vagabond sailor. Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you want to... I hate to brag, but I have a knack for courage. And I don't have a knack for getting treated many times.
Can't handle his, whatever the specialty is
his
here.
tea of some variety. Would you like to join our crew for the next voyage? Or for you, pay me 40 gold pieces a month. Wow, that's...
Just take him. It means he's probably good.
Alright. Okay, it's a deal, Commodore.
We need to stop taking these budget crew guys and start putting on people who know how to drive boats.
All right, let's see whether or not he's worth the money.
Well, he has a knack for courage, so at least he won't run off with a boat.
He is a terrible sailor.
Well, there you go.
We need to teach him sailing. Okay, that's good to know.
But look, he's got the trade goods skill.
He's got trading skill.
Yeah.
So we can make him bookkeeper and put
He's
Zaganos on a ship.
Well, Zaganos sucks too. That's why he's a bookkeeper.
No, Zaganos is bookkeeper because he has bookkeeping skill.
Well, I know, but he's
His
also
sailing
better
skill is
at
72.
That's not. Yeah, but he was. Well, I guess he's better than the guy that's traveling at 8.
Yeah.
Roberto, and he's got the hand clasp skill as well.
So let's go ahead and let's change job duty. Yeah. Zaganos.
We have to get Roberto out of here.
Wall week out of there. Now then, Roberto, you said?
Oh yeah, well he can become a
which
first
was
mate,
it?
I guess.
Or which was it you were saying?
Roberto is the one that should be.
Oh yeah,
replaced.
he's the slowest. So let's see if we can put Zaganos on there. Yeah, we got an extra speed chunk out of that.
One speed chunk, please.
And now I don't think anybody has navigating abilities that is down at this level. No.
Yes,
All right,
and
so
that
let's go ahead and make him
number
first
is not their maximum nautical speed because we will. The guys going at 13 will max out at like 18 or 20 knots. So from 8 to 9 is actually a pretty big improvement. It'll get us going much faster. Not crazy faster, but faster enough that we're not going to be dragging behind as bad as we were.
Yeah. But actually, let me go ahead and step out of here and save the game. Because we have reached the end of another episode at this point. And if you want to see us start to tear through ports in Northern Europe, you're going to have to wait to do that next time. Because this is going to be the end for YouTube. But I want to thank everybody very much for watching. This is Uncharted Waters 2: New Horizons, Ollie Vazas's story. I am BoboTheVulture.
I'm Zerfall.
And this has been fun. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see all of you next time.
Bye.